कस्माच्चतेन नमेरन महात्मन गरीयसे ब्रह्मणो अप्यादि कर्त्रे अनंत देवेश जगन निवास त्वम अक्षरम सद असतत परम यत. Hello friends, this is the 37th Shlok of the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this Shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the Shlok says, Kasmachatena nameran mahatman, which means, and why should one not salute you, O Mahatman? Gariyase Brahmano apyadi kartre, which means you are higher than Brahma, the original doer. Ananta Devesh Jagan Nivas, which means infinite Lord of the Devas, world's abode. Tvam Aksharam Sat Asatat Paramyat, which means you are imperishable, that is beyond existence and non-existence. So over here Arjuna is telling about Shri Krishna that why should one not salute you? After all, you are higher than Brahma, who is the original doer, who is the creator of this world. So you are higher than him. You are the infinite Lord of all the Devas. You are world's abode. The world, when it dissolves, it goes into you, and you are imperishable, that is beyond existence and non-existence. So why should one not salute you? So basically Arjun over here is indicating the same intention which he was talking about in the previous Shlok, that he is ready to accept the instructions of the Supreme Lord, and basically he has decided to follow this, and he thinks that the one who will not follow the instructions of Shri Krishna is illogical, and therefore he is saying that why should one not follow you? Why should one not salute you? So he is saying that a person who does not follow you is acting illogically. So in the modern times, rationality is the dogma, and it is generally said that one should follow whatever is reasonable. And indeed it is appropriate. If a person does not have the realization of the Supreme Lord, then it is appropriate to follow what appears to be rational or what appears to be reasonable. But at the same time, we must understand that our reason is not complete truth. We are limited beings, we have limited understanding, we only have limited knowledge about this entire creation, and therefore whatever appears reasonable to us might not actually be the complete truth. And if we think that what is appearing reasonable to us is complete truth, then that is our folly. So we must have this realization whenever we are using reason, that we are using our reason in the best of our capacity. We don't have the complete information about this world, and so our reason could be wrong. It could be right or it could be wrong. So that is the logic that we should follow. That is the logical way of thinking. So that is something that we are not able to understand, and in putting the reason above everything else, we sometimes what we end up doing is we start thinking that whatever is reasonable is complete truth. Well, actually that might not be the case. The complete truth cannot be known to us because we are limited beings. The complete truth can only be known to the Supreme Lord, who has the highest knowledge, because he is the highest knower. He knows everything which is there in the world. He has the access to all of that knowledge which is present in this world, and also the knowledge which is beyond it, and he has the capacity to process all of that knowledge, because he is beyond existence and non-existence. So he has complete knowledge, and therefore he knows what is right and what is wrong. So if somebody has access to the knowledge of the Supreme Lord, then he should give priority to that knowledge and not the knowledge of his reason. In other words, if our reason says that something should be done in a certain way, but the voice of the Supreme Lord says that no, you should do it otherwise, then we should give precedence to the voice of the Supreme Lord, because he is the one who has complete knowledge. The problem that we have right now is that because we have identified ourselves with our ego, therefore our connection with the Supreme Lord is severed, and therefore we do not get that direct message from him. And so in our life we become blind We are blind to most of the things that are going on around us. This is the reason why we use our reason to do something, and we think that we will get a certain consequence out of it or certain result out of it. But the result that comes out of it generally is something which is something which we never really expected. And that happens because we have limited understanding. We do not have complete understanding of this world. And therefore, whatever we try to do with our reason, it might come out to be the way we expected it to be, but many a times it does not come out the way we expected it to be. Even in science, I mean, I am a scientist myself. Whenever we perform experiments, we perform those experiments with a certain expectation, but the result that comes out is something which is different. And then when we look at the result, then when we analyze it, then we are able to find out the reason as to why that result came out to be like that. So that happens because we don't have complete understanding. Our logical capacity also is quite limited, and therefore empirical understanding is always considered more important than theoretical understanding. And whatever theoretical knowledge we come up with, it has to always be verified by the experimental knowledge, and then only it is considered to be truth. Because just by our own reasoning, just by our own understanding, we cannot really attain the truth. That truth, if you want to have that theoretically available to you, then you have to connect yourself with the divine. It's only the divine who has complete knowledge. That person who has joined himself with the divine will get that perfect knowledge. Others do not get that knowledge. And therefore, over here, Arjuna is saying that why should one not salute you? Why should one not follow you? Because you are the one who has absolute knowledge. You are the one who is above all the devas, and therefore know everything what is going on. You are imperishable. You are beyond existence and non-existence, and therefore you are the only one who has perfect knowledge. All the others don't have it. So that was the message of this shlok. There will be more on this in the next shlok. So we'll discuss more on this in the next shlok. The idea over here is what I presented to you. I hope that I have explained it well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.